You are now watching a Lucky Penny Shop product feature.
Hey, it's Lucky Penny Shop. Thanks for stopping by today. It is time for the Easy Bake Sweet and Fruity Bake Set. Make fruity cookies and candies in your Easy Bake Oven with this sweet set. What a great play on words. It's from Kenner from the 90s and the coloring of the box. Now, this is one of the larger of the Easy Bake boxes. It starts with this really dark purple at the top with Easy Bake in it, and there is a KB Toys sticker on the left. This is number 65518, ages 8 and up, and then it fades all the way down to a very light purple. And you see the 90s oven in there, which is that purple and pink kind of matching it. And then everything that's in it, the fla-vor-aid, includes 3 fruity fla-vor-aid mixes. Now, I showed this in a previous video, and I explained the situation. When I got this, it only had one of the fla-vor-aid packets, I believe, and I was searching for the other 2. The hardest one to find is right there, the Fruit Punch. There's someone on eBay right now that has it for $30. I could not justify that, so I have some other fla-vor-aids that I will do. And then you get the little candy shapes you got to make, and then the cookies, which are sugar cookies. Let me turn it around. Here's the back of the box. Let's see. Make fruity cookies and candies in your Easy Bake Oven with this sweet set. There's the ingredients. It comes with sugar cookie mix, white frosting, orange flavor mix, lemon flavor mix, and tropical punch. That's the one. I said fruit punch, but it's tropical punch. $29.95 on eBay. And it's from 1995. Tonka Corporation when they had it. And then you see some other little products there on the right middle section. Look for these other fun Easy Bake toys. Okay, I think I've got all those. Done most of them. There's the nutritional facts. Now let's get it out of the box. Okay, so I've had this for about 6 months because I was trying to find fla-vor-aid packets that weren't $30 a piece. And this does say Tonka 95. It's a little green plate. It's got a pineapple in the middle, a piece of fruit there, some cherries. It's kind of hard to see. Very hard to see. Maybe like that. I don't know. You get it. The instruction booklet for Sweet and Fruity Bake Set. And this is the little, what would you call that? Little, what do they call it? Let me see what they call it. I'm not going to make something up. Okay, that is called the Flavor Cookie Cutter Plate Stencil. It is a pineapple stencil, which you put on the cookie and then sprinkle it with the fla-vor-aid. Okay, so here's the fla-vor-aids. This is what I struggled to find, at least in some economical form. I have the lemonade. Okay, and then I have the orange. I also have lemon, lime, cherry, and grape. And all these packets, this is the original one. And it looks like it's got a breach in the packing. Is it still good? I don't think this one's still good. And you've got this one. These 2 match. I guess these 3 match. And then this one's the one that was the original one. Now, the one I found on eBay matches this one, but I just couldn't bring myself to buying it. And this is another version of it, New Flavor Power. So this is a 3rd version of this. So I don't know, based on the years on those, which one is older. I don't know if they put the year on here. Either way, I have a variety of things to work with now. And then there was this small spoon, this larger spoon, the mold, which looks like it's got stuff in it from a previous, previous baking session. And then, now these are not the original packets that came with this set. I had to get my sugar cookies mixes from another set, and then the white frosting is there. So that's everything that comes with it. Alright, now look how nice they are. And this is good. So it's got to be a substantially large cookie. Let me grab a tray real quick. Here is a standard Easy Bake tray from this series, so it just fits over the cookie. Alright, so let's get started. I need to get the oven. I have to decide on the oven. I was thinking mini kitchen, but I'm thinking, well, let me just work here. This set includes 3 sugar cookie mixes, 1 frosting mix, 3 flavor mixes, 1 cookie cutter plate, 1 stencil, 1/4 teaspoon, 1 tablespoon, 1 candy mold. You will also need water, bowl, teaspoon, waxed paper, baking pan, flour, sugar, rolling pin, spoon, spatula. So you make the candy first. How to make the fruity candy. Makes about 12 to 15 pieces of candy. Preheat the Easy Bake Oven for 15 minutes or ask an adult to preheat a kitchen oven to 350. Dissolve a 1/4 teaspoon of flavoring mix. So this is a 1/4 teaspoon. Dissolve a 1/4 teaspoon of flavoring mix and a 1/4 teaspoon of water. Add 3 tablespoons of sugar to the mixture and stir until blended. Okay, so I gotta get sugar. All right, it did say that up there. Rolling pin, sugar. All right, let me grab the rest of the items. Let me get this washed and this washed. Let me just wash everything at this point. I will come back prepped and ready to go. Okay, oven is on. I decided to grab the oven that was on the box to kind of keep the years together. Sometimes I ponder upon, well, let me just grab a different oven, but let us just pretend we're in the 90s. And you would not have an oven from the 2000s in there. Okay, so where am I at with the Easy Bake series? It's been a while. I've got one more set off to the side, the wedding cake set, but that one is, I explained that when I bought that, the lady had all the mixes, but for some odd reason she decided, well, she thought it was old and threw away all the mixes. That was painful. Let me tell you, that was painful. So I think I have 3 sets that I cannot find and still have not found in 15 years. All right, that's all good to go. Okay, so we don't need any of this. I don't know what I'm doing here. We need this. We need this. Warm water. A fla-vor-aid. I'm going to do the orange since that's one of the original colors or flavors. Hopefully it's still good. Put that in a little bowl. Now, yeah, someone will sell this for, depending on the flavor, up to $30 for 1 pack. Let's see if it's still good. Oh, it's still good. It's not in the best condition. Let me do this. I think just for making this the best it can be. Let me grab more of these little bowls. We'll open up each pack and see how good they all are. Maybe some are better. This one seems a little chunky. All right, so technically now I'm opening up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 packs at $20 a pack, $100 worth of fla-vor-aid. Fla-vor-aid, sorry. Well, let me just shake a few. That one seems better. The grape seems softer, but I think they're all going to be slightly chunky. Ooh, the grape really stands out. That's the grape. It's almost a nice gray in color. I spilled some of that off to the side. Let me try to gather up the chunky pieces. This is the lemon lime. I mean, I could just crush it all up and try to turn it into a more usable powder. Ooh, this one looks the best so far as regards to powder. Oh, then at the bottom's chunky. This is the original pack that came with this set. This one seems the best. That's what it should look like. And now the cherry. It's painful to cut all these open. But For the sake of the video, we shall. Now, some of these have a little bit more in them, but since I only need a tiny bit. Now, oddly, that's the best one. Let me get something to... Let's try the orange first. Okay, let's try that. That works better. That's good. Not great, but good. Okay. Well, actually, the grape is pretty powdery. So far, the grape and the orange, the lemonade are the best. And this one, the orange and the cherry are not the best. I think they're usable though. This is the cherry. So the orange looks brown. The grape looks gray. The lemon lime's kind of a teal. The cherry looks more like a burgundy. Or a little darker than a salmon color. Alright, so I'm going to move all these out of the way. So I can keep them organized, I will set them off to the side. I think I'm going to make lemon candy since that's the one that's in the best condition. Okay, those are all off to the side. That's still warm, but not as warm as I would like it. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so a bowl. Oh, I thought I had a bowl. Oh, there, right there. Looking at the sugar bowl. Makes about 12 to 15 pieces of candy. So we're going to need that. Dissolve a 1/4 teaspoon of flavoring mix. 1/4 teaspoon. In a 1/4 teaspoon of water. Okay, in the warm water. It's a nice yellow. Okay, then add 3 tablespoons of sugar to mixture. Okay. Surprised it actually is starting to look like something. Smells great. happy with that now. Okay. Stir until blended. Press mixture into candy mold. Does not say to coat it with anything or spray it or anything like that. Now, it looks like an orange, grapes, maybe apple? No, that doesn't look like apple. Pineapple? No, that's the pineapple. This looks like a lemon. Maybe that's grapefruit. Now, this is supposed to make 12 pieces. But I want to try another color. I think I would do this differently next time. I think I'll get a cutting board. I want to just lay it flat on a cutting board and then grab one of my flat tools. It's got that gritty sound on my tabletop. Okay. Turn molded candy into an ungreased pan. Oh, great. So it's got to come out of the mold. What are the chances of that? Let me clean up a little. Let me reset the camera and then I will give this a try. Okay, I don't know if I should just try to flip it over on this or flip it in the pan. Let me try that first and just see. Voila. Look at that, first try. All right. Now, bake in easy bake oven for 3 to 5 minutes or in your kitchen oven for 3 to 5 minutes. Allow pan to cool in cooling chamber for 5 minutes. Remove candy from pan. You can serve candy alone or use it to decorate sugar cookies. All right, so let's do that. Let me get it in the oven. Okay, I'm noticing now my pineapple did not come out. Ooh, they're very soft. Let me see. Well, the next one. We'll see if we can get the rest. I had a feeling this pineapple up here would be difficult. See, there's no way. Maybe I can salvage this. Ooh, it flipped over. Oh, there we go. They're very soft. Maybe it'll heat up. Okay, let's get this in there. Timer set. Let me clean this up and let us mix another batch of candy and I will be back. Okay. Gotta clean off some of this lemon from the lemonade. Alright, so I have 3 minutes to get this done. Let us try the orange. 1/4 teaspoon. 1/4 teaspoon of warm water. Dissolve that. The color has changed to orange. And then 3 tablespoons of sugar. The good thing is I don't have to wash everything because I have plenty of bowls. 3. It's turning a nice bright orange. Well, semi-bright. How about, it's not bright, but it's a nice orange with a slight hue. It's almost like a creamsicle color. You know what? I think this will be fine like this. Let's bring in another flavor. Let us do... that's the orange. What do you want to see the most of? Let's do the grape. I think I could just mix all the colors at this point. This is the grape. Ooh, a splash. Let's move that one off to the side. Oh, it's very dark. Not sure I really dig the color now. Maybe when the sugar is added, it'll be better. Smells good. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's a spoon over there. Where did I put the spoon? What's a nice purple? Okay. Dismiss. This is one of those videos where a lot's going to be happening, so I can keep everything moving right along. Let's just get this out. Okay, looks pretty good. We set that off to the side. Let that cool. We'll see how hard they are or not. So what I may do here is take a quick finish mixing this and then start the next batch. Maybe I'll put some grape in the bowl, in the mold, and then some of the orange. Or maybe I can mix colors. Well, this is a pretty cool set. Okay. Let me get one, well, let me use one of the ones from the original set. Let me get a spoon. I got these spatulas from the original oven. Let's do the orange. Let's do this grapefruit. let's get some grape in here. I already have a lemon, so I don't have to do that with the lemon. Alright, well, let's do another. I want to try something different here for this pineapple. Let's do a little purple here. And then orange there. Okay. Let me grab another tray. Let's go pineapple. Ooh, the pineapple came out. This didn't come out. I'm going to have to do it here. Okay. Cleanup time. Well, let me put this in the oven while I got you here. Did it clear the door? I feel like it didn't clear the door. Yeah. I think that door is stuck. Either way, we're set. Timer. Start. I will be back. Okay, so realistically, I think you can use Kool-Aid if you wanted to use Kool-Aid to just make this little candy recipe on your own. Forgot the warm water. Ooh, that's the green. This is the lemon lime. One, two, three. Here's the Easy Bake tools. It's a nice green color, so I just put the lemon lime in there, a quarter teaspoon of water, and then 3 tablespoons of sugar. Oh boy. Let's take this out. Like I said, lots happening here. Lots happening. Well, it's going to be a nice reveal when I have all of the candies ready to go. Those came out nice. Let's put that off to the side. Okay. Gonna have to get more pans, which I have. Back to the green. Okay. Last but not least, the cherry. Oh, more sugar. I have been wiping my little measuring spoon after every time. It's a nice red color. Looks better than the powder. It's like Christmas colors. 1, 2, 3 tablespoons of sugar. You'd think such a tiny bit of water would do so much. How could a tiny bit of water do so much? And now I'm thinking, I still got to make the cookies. I hadn't planned on making all the colors, but I'm here now. Let's do it. What I really wanted to do was the pineapple yellow on the bottom, green on the top. I'm sure you're all saying, are you going to do a regular pineapple? And I'm going to say yes. So let me get that color. Let me get that color. All right, so let's just get that done. Basically, I'm just squishing it down into the mold until I feel it's pressed in good enough. And then I'm going over the top with my straight edge, and I've got my perfect pineapple. Okay. Now you could scrape that back in the bowl, but at this point I don't think I'm going to be saving this for any future projects. It's all going to go in the garbage. Well, let's get another tray. Something's sticking. No, it felt like it. Okay, clean up oven, sugar cookie. Well, I'm still cleaning up, but I am going to put this in now. And then start my timer. I've been doing 4 minutes. And then I will come back and start the sugar cookie. All right, it does say it makes about 4 to 5 large cookies when you make all 3 sugar cookie mixes. Now, I don't necessarily need to do that because I just want to decorate 1 cookie and I have the candy. Maybe 2 cookies, we shall see. Preheat easy bake oven. Okay, did that. Pour contents of 1 mixed envelope into bowl. Add 1 teaspoon of water. Well, let me do 2. Now we're back to a real easy bake oven bowl. Not my glass ones. The reason I want to do 3 because I may need those sugar cookie packets for another video at some point in the future. It's getting harder and harder and harder to find what I need to make these videos. I might have almost exhausted out all of my options with the mixes I can't find. Okay, so now for add 1 teaspoon of water. Now fortunately we have an original spoon, which is a teaspoon. Now we need 2 teaspoons. 1, 2. All right. Let's keep production going. Keep production going. Ooh, that one came out nice. Look at that. Off to the side. Can't wait for final presentation. Now it says, okay, bowl until it clings together. To make 4 to 5 large cookies, triple the recipe. So we have doubled the recipe. So cut a sheet of wax paper and sprinkle it with a teaspoon of flour. Roll dough into a ball with your hands. Okay, so I think we're going to have to do that next. That tiny bit of water. Right. With your hands. Place dough or wax paper and roll it out. Cut out cookie with the round cookie shape on the bottom of the plate. Here it is. This is the size we want. Rolling pin. I had you out. There you are. Now, let me just cut this in half so that let me do that. Smells okay. Cookie 1. Hopefully it spreads a little. Cookie 2. Okay. Place 1 cookie. Okay. Did it. Place 1 cookie at a time in ungreased baking pan. Bake in oven for 10 to 13 minutes. Okay, here we go. Well, fits the pan perfectly. Cookie 1. Timer. Let's just do 10 for the first one. And I will check it intermittently. Okay. Major cleanup, and then they want you to make the frosting. So let's continue on. Okay, so here's what we ended up with. I have, let me check my timer. 7 minutes still. I did some of the cleanup. Ooh, they are like hard candy. So far that pineapple rebuild held together. The orange looks cool. Then Temptation now. Look at that cool pineapple. That'll be my feature pineapple. Okay, that's a nice selection of candies. Take a look at that. Better I zoom in. I did that so now I can wash the trays. Alright, very cool. Those are all set for decorating and eating. After the first cookie's baked, I will start the frosting. Okay, I have, where did my timer go? 2 minutes. But I was reading this here. It says how to make fruity frosting. Mix a pinch of one of the flavor mixes into 1 teaspoon of white frosting. So I could take a little bit out. And then spread frosting on the sugar cookie. 1 teaspoon. That's a tiny bit. How to decorate cookies with the stencil. Frost cookie with white frosting. Smooth the frosting with a spatula. Place stencil on top of frosted cookie. Spread fruity frosting onto cookie through the stencil. Carefully remove stencil from cookie. Note: wash and dry stencil before decorating the next cookie. So the first frosting's got to probably set a little bit before you can do the second frosting. Either way, let us get started. 1 minute. I'll barely be able to get this frosting into the bowl before the timer goes off. Oh, I did it. Okay, and then how to make the frosting. And 1 teaspoon of warm water. And mix. 20 seconds. Oh boy. No time. Gotta go. I'm stopping the timer so I don't hurt your ears. Oh, perfect. Giant. Let's get that off to the side. Cookie 2. Reset the timer. Start. Move this out of the way. Now that sugar cookie should come out, but we shall see. In all past recipes, it's said you can add a few more drops. Now, here's the situation. This frosting is not the frosting that originally came with the set, so this frosting may need just a little more. Sometimes there was a little more water, but I think we're okay. So since it's white frosting, I'm going to get the green. Put a little in here. It should be enough to spread on a cookie. It only came with one pack of frosting, so there's not much more you can do. And a pinch of the green. That's not enough. That's a little better. Okay, so now I'm going to wait for the cookies. That's it. Cookie, I can touch the pan from the edge. I will be back when everything's set. The frosting should set just a little. 7 minutes for the second cookie, but I can get going on the first cookie. All right, last cookie. The second cookie coming out. I have everything ready, so I'll just set this one off to the side. Show you what it looks like. Very nice. All right, time to decorate. Okay, when I first saw this, I thought you were going to take some of the flavoring, mix it with sugar, and just sprinkle it on top of the frosting. I didn't realize they wanted you to actually frost with it. That's in there pretty tight. Lost some of the bottom. Now they want you to frost your cookie. I don't even know if there's enough to do 2 cookies. double checked the box and it did say 1 frosting pack. Now, if you're going to triple up the recipe, then you're going to need a lot more frosting. I might be able to squeeze a little bit on that second cookie just to hold some of the candies in place. And then it didn't, I find this a little confusing. Frost the cookie with white frosting, smooth frosting with a spatula. Place stencil on top. Spread fruity frosting. Doesn't say let it set or anything. Ooh, I see. There is some little feet on it. I don't know. Must just follow what they say. Let me try to get underneath it. Yeah. That's what I was expecting was going to happen. That looks luscious. I probably would have let it sit. Okay, well, we are going to make a green swirl cookie. That looks appetizing. I like my idea better. Let's see if we can squeeze out a little bit more onto this one. This one's still too soft. I was thinking maybe it would come out better. Okay, we're gonna have to leave that one. Now let's check out our little goodies. Let us take the most perfect pineapple. And then I do like the color of that one. And something purple. Okay, that's that one. I do want to try one of these. Let us try the grape. I just want to bite it so we see how hard it is. It's a little softer than a sweet tart, but it almost tastes exactly like a sweet tart. It's very smooth. All right, let's get all this frosting. Now, if I had a whole nother set and a whole nother mix, I'd probably do the frosting different. I should have just went with my instinct. Yeah, look at that. Too fast. But they didn't want you to put any. My instinct too was to grease the pan. That was my instinct again. At least butter the pan, because even though it's a sugar cookie, you don't have a lot of butter. It's not a real sugar cookie. Let's disregard that part of the video and pretend like we just started here. How's that? Okay, let's do the other pineapple because it looks so nice. And then let's do an orange. We'll do a lemon. We'll get one of each color. There. Okay. Now would you eat that? Would you take a bite? Here, let's get this off of here so that I can get a nice picture. There, I'm going to snap a picture while I'm here. Okay, done. Let's get it on the plate. We'll just use that one since we know that one's slightly defective. Stomach growling. Okay, how's that? Well, I'll safely say it's probably one of the most interesting sets I've ever done for Easy Bake. Alright, I'm going to leave that one because it's so pretty. Oh, so pretty. Let us eat the defective one. It's actually holding up pretty good. Here we go. It's a newer mix, so don't worry about that. Probably one of the better tasting things I've tried for Easy Bake. Well, there you go. I got through it. I'd probably do something different with the frosting, and I'd probably put some non-stick spray or butter onto the pan. It is the Easy Bake Sweet and Fruity Bake Set. Hope you enjoyed the video. I had fun making it. And thanks for watching, everybody. Later! If you're looking for the item you just saw in the video, click here. Watch more videos by clicking here. Don't forget to share on social media and give a thumbs up.
Hey, LPS Dave!
What's up, Butch?
Make sure they don't forget to subscribe.
Oh yeah, please click here to subscribe to Lucky Penny Shop. And always remember, when you see a lucky penny,
Pick it up!